Hello friends. Today all you're going to need is your ball because we're going to play actually a little soccer. We're going to put that ball on the ground because in soccer we don't use our hands. Also, you want to have some water nearby just so if you get thirsty or in between activities you can hydrate. So our ball is going to be on the ground. Our water bottle is going to be nearby. If you need a second to get either of those, please pause the video here and go get it. Unpause the video when you're back. Alright, I have my soccer ball or my ball on the ground. I'm actually going to ask you to join me in 15 jumping jacks just to get your body loose. So we're going to do 15 jumping jacks. Notice I moved the ball out of the way so you don't accidentally step on it. Jumping jacks again is where we go from our pencil to our star back to our pencil, and that's one. So here we go. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Body's warm, body's loose, and you're ready to go. First thing we're going to do with that soccer ball is try to do what's called bells, which is when we pass the ball gently back and forth between our feet. The reason it's called bells, and if you can, go ahead and start, or if you haven't, go ahead and start. The reason it's called bells is it looks like the inside of a bell, where that ball is going back and forth and hitting the sides of the bell, the walls of the bell. So you'll notice I'm using the inside of my foot up by the toe to control it. My knees are bent. I can look up once in a while, but I also need to know where that ball is. Alright, go ahead and stop. If you'd like a sip of water, go ahead. Next thing we're going to do is called toe manipulations, using your toe to move that ball around. And we'll do it together. Watch first. I put my toe on top while I'm standing on my plant foot. This is my plant foot, the foot I'm balancing on. I'm standing on my plant foot, using my toe to move the ball up, out, in, back. Up, out, in, back. And once in a while you may need to put your foot down to balance. Go ahead and start if you're understanding these toe manipulations. Manipulating the ball, meaning moving the ball around. You don't want to stand on the ball at any time because you can fall over. You want to always be balancing on that foot that's on the ground, and your knee is bent with that balancing knee. So you've been using one toe the entire time, one foot, one toe. Up, out, in, back. Now we're going to switch to that other foot, that other toe. If you started with your right, you're switching to your left. Started with your left, you're switching to your right. Go ahead and start if you haven't. Up and back. And as you're getting comfortable, up, out, in, back. Up, out, in and back. Ooh. Make sure you're balanced. Up. There you go. There you go. All right. So again, those are called toe manipulations because you're manipulating or moving the ball around with your toe. Go ahead and grab a sip of water if you would like. Next thing we are going to do is our toe taps. Again, this is another one where you never want to stand on the ball. You're standing on the foot on the ground. Quickly, it looks like this, where you're switching back and forth, tapping the ball. I want to show you from the side too. I'm never actually standing on the ball, I'm just tapping it. I switch quickly and tap it. Switch, tap, switch, tap. So it looks like that. These are called toe taps. Go ahead and start. So again, you're balancing on that foot on the ground, switching back and forth. Try not to let that ball roll around too far. The foot on the ground, you're on your toes. You don't want that foot to be flat on the ground, but balance on your toes, the balls of your feet. Whoops. There we go. All right, good job. All right, grab a sip of water if you would like. I will. Next thing we're gonna do is jump back into our bells. Remember, the bells go side to side. Now we're a little more confident with our feet. We're a little more confident moving that ball around. So we're gonna go back to our bells for a second, back and forth. If you are feeling really confident, use the outside of your foot, inside of your foot, and stop it. Outside, inside. Outside, inside. So you're using your inside and outside of your foot. Or you can just do your regular bells. If you want to try using the outside of your foot for bells, it's a little bit of a challenge. Oops. I'm going to go back to my regular bell. All right. All right, friends. So to say it again, we went over our bells. We went over our toe manipulations where you're moving the ball around with your toe. We did our toe taps where you're switching every other foot. And then we finished with our bells, also using the inside and outside of your foot. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for joining me. Stay active.